A lot of time, I think it really boils down to the word trust. Like, do you have a trusted system? Do you have trusted VA? And boil down to it too. Like, do you really trust yourself? I want everybody to really think it through. And I just want to challenge you with the idea of what if you have more, right? And how do you clone yourself that you can trust them that they got your back, right? So again, freedom through virtual assistant, right? By working with virtual assistant, you gain, a lot of freedom out of it. Ultimately, we gain time freedom, money freedom, and relationship freedom. But I noticed that it is a common challenge among all the business owners. And I really do believe that, together we're stronger. And I'm currently trying to work on, okay, how can I bring everybody back? The reason why you either don't have a team of virtual assistant or the VA is not working out usually is because there's no trust system, right? There's no trust, in place. The trust framework that I created is in this 5 element: tracking, results, understanding, systems, and training. The very first one, tracking, I really believe that is the foundation of trust. Anything that is not going well, right? If you have a VA and it doesn't go well, if you have a system where it doesn't go well, if you do have a system for your business, right? Why not for your virtual assistant? So if you, again, wanted to improve everything, like data. Trust is being built on understanding how your VA will respond in a different situation, especially when they're under pressure. Again, I know sometimes we say we trust them, so we don't want to see it. But again, trust usually is being bridged, when things doesn't go well. The next one is R, right? R is result, the importance of clarity. I do not know about you, but a lot of time we thought we maybe know the clarity. Every time I get into it and on the detail itself, I find that I don't really know everything that I want, or I find that, maybe the clarity have shifted. And obviously, again, defining the outcome, right? Make sure that, they are SMART goal, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. So sometime, weekly, you might want to have a weekly evaluation checking call and say, okay, is this the result that we're trying to get, right? Make sure that they're on papers. So in the way they can see that, okay, boss, if you're changing something, you better let me know. So in the way I know how to deliver that result. So you use understanding, knowing the roles and responsibility. Okay, understanding, knowing the roles and responsibility. I feel like this is the part that I have done the most work. I have done the most work on understanding the role and the personality of my virtual assistant. But most importantly, I have done a lot of work to get to know me. I really would love you to track down your defining moments. It's a great successful collaboration if you know your VA more, if you know yourself more. Every step of the way, you change. Your personality change, your role change, your result change, and the VA that you require most likely change too. That's when you will give a little bit of time, right, for you and your VA to catch up, or you actually have to hire another VA to go cover one piece. What I usually found is that if you really wanted to run a big solid company, right, and you want to consistently growing, and that you're consistently growing, that means that you're going to consistently getting more VAs that is going to cover the gaps, because you will notice the more that you grow, the more gaps is going to open up because the company is getting bigger, right? So now you'll find out that, hey, the person that's doing social media for me is no longer enough, because I need a copywriter, I need a video editor, right? I need somebody that can plan the post, I need somebody that can schedule my speaker engagement. And then sometimes you might want to go deeper into it. And the great news is with virtual assistant, you can allow them to go deeper with one topic, one subject. You just really know, again, going back to it, it's like the result, right? What is the result that makes it make sense for you to hire one person on that one specific thing? It is really easy to build the relationship and set the expectation if you find the right person. Either they are complementing you or, they're enhancing your strength. And then systems, right? SOP, right? Consistency. System really matter. Like before you onboard your VAs, make sure that you have clear system in place. Without the system in place, it is impossible for you to ensure consistent performance. So if you don't have an SOP in place yet, no problem. So when you hire your first VA or your second VA, you should be able to focus on someone that is good with systems, or at least somebody that's good with putting things onto a Word live document, right? A live Google document. So we use Fathom to record the call, and then we copy the transcription, and now we get ChatGPT or AI to compile them and to turn them into SOP, and then we push them into our SOP document. And again, if you do it every single day, if you task that to your virtual assistant, then everything should be pretty easy. And again, SOP is just a clear step-by-step guide for VA, ensuring that they know exactly how to perform their task. And last but not least is training, right? Setting your VA out for success. Whenever you're getting into a new event or whenever you're learning a new course, please make sure that your VA are being trained on those things too. Because sometimes you're very frustrated with certain things. It's most likely because you get trained on, you have the idea, but they didn't. And then you thought that you have trained them on what you want, but the truth is they didn't. And that's the reason why the inconsistency was there. And then when there's inconsistency, there's a gap. And when there's a gap, you lose trust. And you need to learn how to run your business using AI. Even though I'm not in the business, my business is still running really well. Why? Because my VA trusts me and I trusted them. My 5 core value, everything boiled down to it is, do I trust my team? Do I trust myself? Do I trust when things are not going well, everything's still in place? And if you don't have one, when is now a good time for you to create one?